Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today what I thought I would do is give you a little insight into how I got started with the Criterion Collection. I'm going to show you some of the first titles that I picked up from the Criterion Collection. But before I do, I wanted to mention that I'm still waiting on some of my Barnes & Noble orders. I placed a few orders through the Barnes & Noble website. As you know, there's a 50% off Criterion Collection sale happening right now. So I've been placing some orders on the Barnes & Noble site as well as with Amazon. Amazon's doing some very aggressive price matching with some of the Criterion Collection titles, but I've been having some issues, and I know this has been reported online about my shipments coming from Barnes & Noble. So obviously with the website, I have a tracking number, so I've been looking at those, and I noticed that with a couple of the packages, the shipment actually arrived in the town that I'm in about a week ago, and they still haven't got to me yet. So Jessie, my wife, and I went to the post office today for something else, and we decided to ask one of the postal workers what is happening with these packages. We have the track number. They said that they're experiencing some pretty significant delays with with everything that's happening in the world these days, and so that the packages are there still, but they're in a sorting facility right now. So hopefully I'll get those soon. What I'm planning to do with the sale items is I'm probably going to show a few more specific individual titles that I'm really excited about, and then next week, probably the end of next week, I will do a full sale haul. So I'll show you everything that I got, which will include some of the titles that I'm going to be talking about individually. But today I wanted to talk to everyone about how I got started with the Criterion Collection. Now, as you know, if you've been watching this channel, you know that I love special features. I've always been a film fan since I was a kid, and as soon as I started to purchase a few of my own movies, VHS tapes, DVDs, and things like that, I noticed a lot of them didn't have a lot of behind the scenes special features, extras, things like that. However, the Criterion Collection was obviously one of the first labels that has extra features, which I love, of course, as you know. I'm going to show you some of the first items that I picked up from the Criterion Collection. One of them is a very old item. It's a Laserdisc. I'm a huge Steven Spielberg fan, and this is the Criterion Collection edition on Laserdisc of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Here's the front and the back of that. Now this release doesn't have, I was just looking at this again today because I don't have a Laserdisc player currently, but so you get this great text on the back, which is an early version, I would assume, of the essays that are now included in Criterion Collection releases. You get the cast and credits, you get side one. Laserdisc were usually in chapters, and sometimes you had to flip them over. So you see side one, side two, side three. There's two Laserdiscs in here. So this is the first one. Again, being a big Steven Spielberg fan, and you can see just the writing up here, the Criterion Collection, no logo yet, and it's even not the same markings that are included on the DVDs. So this is one of the first ones I picked up. I looked at the date again today. 1991 was the first Criterion Collection release that I picked up. The next one, and it was really interesting to see this because I've been picking them up every year, it seemed like, and then I really expanded my collection over the years. This next one is one of my favorites. I've talked about it a little bit before, Fishing with John, and this is Conversations. Here's the front and the back. You can see the special features are listed there. You've got, again, the Criterion Collection, no logo up at the top. And then on the inside, you've got an early booklet. This is actually just well, here's the disc, first of all. And then you've got a booklet on the inside with an essay. But again, it's a very small booklet compared to what we see today. And I was just really pleased to have this. At the time, I had been watching a lot of Jim Jarmusch films, specifically Stranger Than Paradise. And so I saw this. It was related to Jim Jarmusch because there's a segment on here. This feature, I believe, is still on the Criterion channel, and I think they've separated the movie into specific episodes because in this movie, John Lurie takes various fishing trips with individuals like Jim Jarmusch, Willem Dafoe. I'm missing everyone here, but Tom Waits, Dennis Hopper, Matt Dillon. So to me, this was early kind of documentary style. I really love this. And the year on this is I guess the first printing of this looks like 1999. Sorry, 1992. So the Laserdisc was 1991. This is 1992. This is great. If you don't have this, I don't think there's a Blu-ray release, but I could be wrong on this one. I really love this, and I regularly return to it. It's very funny in some cases, so highly recommend this if you don't have it. Also during this period of time, this is from 1993, Spine number 265. This is a DVD. This is a Robert Altman film called Shortcuts. I remember seeing this, and I really loved the movie, and of course I love Robert Altman. I haven't really talked about him too much on the channel, but I really love Robert Altman. There's the front of this and the back of it. And I remember seeing this film in the 90s and really enjoying it. So I was happy to pick this one up. And again, it's loaded with special features. There's 2 discs here. So seeing this, I was very excited. This has a video conversation between Robert Altman and Tim Robbins, a PBS documentary on the life of Raymond Carver, because of course this movie is based on Raymond Carver short stories. There's a 1-hour 1983 audio interview with Carver. There's so many extra features. Again, I don't have the Blu-ray of this. This is the DVD. At some point, I will upgrade this. But this is another early one that I picked up. And the final one I have is this documentary about Ingmar Bergman by Marie Nerad. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but she does various interviews with Ingmar Bergman and a few of the supplements on the Bergman box set right before the screenings of some of the films, I believe. And this is a great documentary, one of the first ones I picked up before I was really even into Ingmar Bergman films. You can see the inside here with the disc, and there's Marie there. There's an essay from Marie. I'll just show the inside of this here. You can see the short essay in here as well. Now the essays are much longer, but this is one of the early ones. Maybe I forgot to show on here the inside of the Shortcuts. Here's the 2 disc for Shortcuts as well, and the booklet, which again is very small. This one happens to be a little bit damaged, but it is in there. So those are the first few Criterion Collection films that I got, and that's how I got started collecting Criterion Collection movies. I really love it now. I think I'm up to close to 200 titles. Obviously, there's more than 1,000 titles from the Criterion Collection, but as these sales progress, I steadily add to my collection, and I'm really excited about it. I have many more titles to show you from the sale, so I'm going to be doing that, as well as I mentioned earlier, a full haul video next week. So thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, click on like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Leave a comment below and let me know what was one of your first Criterion Collection movies and how you got into collecting Criterion movies, if you have some, or if there's a title that you're looking forward to in the sale. I love to get questions and comments, but thanks for watching, and I sincerely hope everyone is safe and well, and I'll talk to you soon.